Yeah, viewers, we are still here in Keta, Fort Prinzenstein. So I have with me here my two gentlemen that I would like to ask them when they came here, what have they seen? What is their experience about the whole place? Is this the reason why they are here? Good morning, sir, and you are welcome on Ghana-Ewenyigba TV.
Thank you very much for taking the interview. I'm honored to be part of your program. Yeah, my name is Frederick New, and I'm from Germany. Me and my Professor Hartmut Fünfgeld, we are here doing conducting research on the topic of coastal erosion and flooding and how people adapt to those challenges in terms of their housing. So part of the research is to go around and see how coastal erosion was affecting the coastline of the Volta Delta, and that's why we also came here. And another aspect is that also we wanted to include the cultural background of this area, which also encompasses the history on colonialism and also slavery. And that's the reason why we came exactly to this.
Okay. So why did you choose Fort Prinzenstein, if I may ask?
From the, like I said, slavery trade point, it's a very impressive and also depressing point to get to know more about how the slave trade was going on, and especially this fort was used. But also from the research perspective, when you look to the front side of the fort, you will notice that maybe 2/3 or even 3/4 of the fort have already been destroyed and eroded from the sea and the tidal waves that were hitting the shoreline since more than 100 years, like people told me.
Yeah.
So you can see it very drastically when even this very massive structure was taken away by more than half to the sea.
So, but apart from your research work, what do you also like about Fort Prinzenstein?
Actually, what I like is that there are some pictures that show how the slave trade in these former times was going on, and also artifacts like those chairs from the colonial masters, and the model that you also see in there, so that you can reimagine how the fort must have looked like at these times, and also how life or more part of life torture was practiced here.
Okay, but if I may ask, is this your first fort that you have visited, or maybe probably visited other forts before coming to Fort Prinzenstein in here in Keta?
Actually, because I focus so much on the Volta Delta, this is more or less the first and only fort that I've visited in Ghana. But I lived in Osu, which is quite close to the fort Osu. I think it's called Christian's
Yeah,
Walk.
Christian.
Yeah. So I know this one as well. But we are planning to go on a field trip with students from University Freiburg next year, together with our colleagues from University of Ghana, so that it's a joint field trip with students from both universities, and then we will also capture other historical sites like the fort in Cape Coast, for example.
Okay. So, Prof, do you also have something to say?
Well, I could try to add a few things. I think it's really important to go and visit these places because they tell us something pretty sad about the European colonial history and what European colonialists have done in West Africa. So, as my colleague said, next year we want to take our students here as well. Because I think it's very, for young Europeans, it can be very confronting to willing to afford and to understand what happened here. And not only to a few people, but as we just also saw on the signboard, there are millions of people. So yeah, it's important to visit these sites and to perhaps also help maintain them.
So viewers, thank you very much. So you can still be following us with more more other interesting stories. So stay tuned as you watch Ghana-Ewenyigba TV.
Okay.